KROXIGORS, smashy crocodiles with hammers, providing some anti-infantry for the lizardmen. KROXIGORS are fairly tough with their decent armor and leadership, although lacking in the melee defense. They have some nice armor piercing damage with a bonus versus infantry, but they are let down by their melee attack, which means if you don't take that bonus versus infantry from fighting infantry, they're not really going to do so well. If they fight cavalry or monsters, they won't land their strikes so much. They do have a little bit of a charge bonus, so good to try and keep them moving to make the most of that. So naturally, when it comes to battle, charge them into the infantry and infantry alone preferably. Like I said, you need to make the most of that bonus versus infantry to help their melee attack be somewhat useful. It's also a good idea to mix them in with some infantry, Saurus or Skinks, something that can take the damage off them a little bit because their melee defense isn't so great. And remember, it's also worthwhile trying to charge them around a little bit, especially if you're going to charge them into something different. If you need to fight cavalry or monsters, charge them in so they get the charge bonus extra melee attack, but don't leave them there for too long, because when they go back down to their crappy 26 melee attack, they won't really be very effective. Overall, they're great for bringing the armor piercing damage to the front line, which the Saurus will lack. In campaign, you're probably going to be best off with maybe only 3 or 4 units at most. Half an army of them or something is going to take a lot of micro to make use of their charge bonuses. Unless you're fighting an army of infantry, then they might be alright. Or you can just buff them up by putting some skill points into Sacred Guardians, and then fuck it, bring half an army of them, why not? If you play as Nakai, you can get some extra bonuses as well. So, some nice anti-infantry for the lizard men, but try to keep them only fighting infantry because they suck against everything else. That was KROXIGORS in 100 seconds. No funny noise at the end. Sorry.